as expected, the DCEU brought the heat to the Las Vegas desert. Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing editor at CinemaBlend, still covering CinemaCon 2022 from here in Las Vegas. We just stepped out of the Warner Brothers panel, which covered a ton of films that's going to be coming from WB. But we had to focus on the slate of DC films and all the new footage that they showed. So I'm going to rocket fire through the 4 main projects that DC brought to Las Vegas. First, though, Matt Reeves came out on stage to confirm that he is returning with Robert Pattinson for the Batman 2. So they're going to be doing a sequel to their movie that's currently in theaters. No other details beyond that. We don't know the date and we don't know anyone else is coming back, but the Batman 2 is happening. Let's go in the order that these films are going to be coming to theaters, starting with the animated movie DC Super Pets. Look, it looks cute. It's for kids. Let's move on to the next one. Shazam is going to be coming back into theaters with Zachary Levi along with the full cast. This one looks really exciting because Helen Mirren is the villain. We got to see a lot of her and how she's going to feature into the movie. The film talks about the fact that they're going to do a lot more balance between the heroes being both teenagers and adults, because in the first movie they pointed out how they didn't become adults until the end of the film, so there's a lot more balance with that. And really the plot at the moment focuses on Billy and whether he is going to have to leave his foster family because he's turning 18, and him kind of wrestling with how much fun time can he have still with the super family and what kind of powers are they going to be putting forward as they try and stop Helen Mirren. Looked really good, looked like the first movie. I expect they're going to go bigger with this one. The action looked a little bit bigger. Very excited for Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which is coming later this year. Next up was Black Adam with Dwayne Johnson. He was in the building and he brought one of the first trailers for the exclusive new superhero movie coming to theaters soon. Something he was talking about how difficult it is to not just bring a new character, but a whole new world that they're trying to set up with Black Adam. He said that the inspiration for Black Adam that they're using is Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry character.
Well, do you, punk?
For that reason, he talks about the fact that heroes do not kill, but this hero, Black Adam, kind of an anti-hero, he does kill. And we do see him inflicting some vengeance on people over the course of this trailer. This one was the most impressive to me. Big action, all being done on a massive scale. Going back into time, thousands of years, to when his character, Dwayne Johnson's character, starts life as a slave, getting imprisoned, turning into Black Adam, being resurrected as a god, and how that's changing his approach to crime fighting. They're going to introduce the JSA. They didn't give us a lot of information about the JSA members, so you can head on over to CinemaBlend to find out more about who's playing who in Black Adam. That puts a wrap on DC for 2022, but they also brought preview footage for the 2 big, massive superhero movies that are coming in 2023, starting with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Jason Momoa was not present, but James Wan did show up with a trailer, giving us some more plot details about what to expect in this sequel. Again, everything just looks bigger. We're back underneath the water. They talked about the new process that they're using to film the underwater sequences, which is like 100 cameras pointing at the facial expressions of the different cast members, capturing their performances, and then putting them onto 3D models to give us a better, sort of smoother, fluid rendition of the action taking place underwater. It's also pretty interesting that Black Manta is going to go back to becoming the main villain of this film, increasing his power and his abilities, still human, but having the ability to take his fight underneath the water, which is going to have Aquaman then teaming up with his brother Orm, and the two of them are gonna have to fight together against Black Manta. That's the most we know about the plot. They still kept a lot of it under wraps, but from the footage that we saw, it looked really great. We're going to wrap up our coverage of DC with the footage that was shown for Ezra Miller's The Flash. Not a lot shown for this one because it got bounced all the way back to the middle of 2023. The emphasis on this one seemed to be Michael Keaton's Batman, who is coming back. They did say that this movie is going to introduce the DC's example of the multiverse. We know that Ezra is going to be traveling back and forth between different dimensions. We do see him appealing to the older Bruce Wayne. There's a moment when a bookcase kind of opens like a complicated puzzle to reveal 5 or 6 different Batman suits that were on these mannequin statues and lit. And then it ends on Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne delivering one of his famous lines from the very first Tim Burton Batman: "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts."
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
and I like it. It's fan service. It's a throwback to the way that Michael Keaton was when he was Batman, but bringing it into a modern age. I kind of made this joke on social media that the Flash trailer looked a little bit like the Michael Keaton Batman trailer, but there was a really great action set piece in the middle of it, which was a car chase that had Flash running around and cop cars flipping over Batman on his cycle. So it's going to be a great balance of those two. Didn't see anything from Ben Affleck's Batman, although I do think that he's going to be part of this movie, but we're going to have to wait until 2023 to see how that all shakes out. Overall, not a ton of surprise reveals, but a lot of really great footage from the upcoming DC films. We really hope those trailers make their way online soon so you guys can see a lot of the stuff that we saw here in Vegas. We want to make sure that you keep it here on CinemaBlend also, because we're going to be breaking down all of the major Hollywood studio panels that take place here at CinemaCon 2022. So hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we'll see you back here for our next video.